Well, hello everybody. It is somewhere around 2 a.m. for me, and Alistair has been working really hard to get out this early test branch for us to do a preview for you guys. So there's going to be a couple different videos. I know Rustified is going to be doing a stream later today, and you should check their website for when that's going to be. I think he was shooting for... Oh boy, I don't know. It's in my Discord. But anyways, check out their website for that, guys. They're going to be streaming this. I'm going to try to make it to there and hang out with Bugs and check out cars, but I don't know how tired I'll be because I just literally stayed up to get this video out to you guys the second I could. And thanks again to Alistair and the entire Rust team. They have been so awesome with always being so helpful with getting these videos out. And cars are something really special to me. I made a video almost over 4 years ago, and it's my most watched video of all time, and it is about cars being added to Rust. And a lot of people are like, it's never happening. And I had that faith it would happen, my dream of making these crazy modular Mad Max vehicles, and it has finally come true in this game. And I am so stoked because it looks like the devs are having a ton of fun with this. So let's get into the basics of what you need to know. So on the 18th of this month, so next week, there will be a test branch that will go up. So you're going to see these test branches. So if we go to session here, whoop, play game, you'll see a US face punch vehicles, and it's going to be US and EU, okay? And they have pretty decent size. And it's going to be a normal server. You can't spawn things in. You're going to have to earn the vehicles yourself and all that, put them together and play around. It's a real play test. And yeah, so on the 18th, everyone will be invited to test it out. And there's a special command you'll have to put in, which I will try to pop up on the screen if I remember, but I might forget because I'm really tired. So I'll make sure to put it down in the description and maybe a pinned comment as well with the information there. But on that day, a dev blog will come out with all of that, which I will link to my videos anyways. So that's kind of all that stuff out of the way. So how will cars work? Well, they are going to spawn out and around the world. I've collected a few here to show the different chassis sizes. But if we go and fly around, let's take a look-see here. Oh, there's one right there. They'll just be lying around like this. So kind of like the minicopters and helis, but they are disabled currently. And that is because the minicopter and the scrap helicopter are going to be rebalanced in a way similar to how the cars are going to work. You're going to have to earn them somehow. That's still subject to change, and there's that system they said isn't ready to look at yet, but should launch when cars do. They're aiming to launch cars in July if all goes well. Again, everything is subject to change. So you'll see this poor little guy is completely beat up out here. We'll go ahead and land so we don't clip through the ground. And this is the smallest chassis. You're gonna have to go ahead and repair it. It's gonna take you some metal frags. There you go. Once you got that repaired, make sure everything else is. And then you're gonna have to put some fuel down into these fuel storage, and then you're going to have to put in some engine parts. So there are different types of engine parts, which we'll get back to. Once you've put those in there, you can then take off with your car. So let's go ahead and fly back over to our little setup over here. And there are 3 different chassis sizes. There is the one we just saw, which is the 2 module piece. There is the medium, which is a 3 module piece, which we have here up on the lift. And then there is the large, or, the large one, which is 4 modules, okay? So there we have it there, just kind of for the looks of it. And basically, the way you're going to do this is, right now, for the test servers, there's going to be about 50 plus car spawns or so. Obviously, that isn't going to stay that way in the end. They're still balancing and all that stuff. This is just so they're ready and available for all of us to test. Now, out in junk piles, you'll be able to find certain car parts. So in dirty junk piles, you'll be able to find the low-quality carburetors, crankshafts, pistons, spark plugs, and valves, okay? Then, at Outpost, you can buy the medium quality and high quality, as well as the car lift itself. So we're right here by Outpost. So you can click on here, and you will see here's all the high-quality ones. So you're looking at everything's 125 except for the carburetor, which is going to be 500 scrap. And then the mediums are 25 less, and then the carburetor is only 200, which is 300 less. And then the modular car lift itself is going to run you 300 scrap. And yes, it is learnable. So we'll go over to the research bench. This is the only thing you can learn from this. And you will see right here, you've got the modular car lift. It costs $125 to research. So we'll go ahead and under electricals where this should pop up. And right here you can see it's going to cost you 1,000 metal frags, 10 high qual, 3 gears, and a level 2 workbench to craft it. So actually not that bad. Now as you can see, it is right here. This is the lift itself. You do drive the cars up onto it and then they kind of lock into place on it once you're in there. And it does require the 20 power, so I just have it, hooked up to a test generator right now. But basically the way this is going to work is you're going to need the high quality version or low quality, just at least some of these engine parts here. Once we've got that, you've got a chassis on here. So this is a completely bare stripped down chassis. And you access the lift. And you'll see it's here. It shows you how many module pieces there are. There's 3. You can also see it here. And you can also do repairs from in here, which is cool. So you're going to need some kind of engine of some sort. So you can actually put just literally a straight engine on the front of it. So you see that's the big sucker engine right here. And this one actually requires 2 of the spark plugs, 2 of the valves, and 2 of the pistons. So it does actually take a bit more, but you can see max power here is going to be 105, and acceleration, these are just the base without the parts. Top speed 45, fuel economy 50, and then can we actually see these stats if we just click on them? I'm curious. No. So we'll go ahead and go back in here and swap it out for our other engine piece. So you'll see this is cockpit with an engine. And this is the one where it's going to take 1 of each, and you can see it's quite a bit lower except for the fuel economy at its base stats. So yeah, basically you can go ahead and set up the front of the car. Then you're going to pop in your engine pieces, and you'll see that the high qual gives it 100%. And then you'll see the low quality, which actually we left all of those in here. We'll have to do a couple of time here. Oh, and into a car we go. Sometimes it'll glitch you under there, so yeah, you gotta be careful. So let's see, this is medium, 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 and medium. There we go. So 81, 86, and 87 on that. And lastly, low quality is going to be 62, 72, 75. So there you go, you got that. Let's go ahead and put the highest quality in for testing purposes. Get everything to 100 there, boom. So now we can go ahead and add on several different things. So let's just kind of take a look at what each one is. So obviously we can put on a second cockpit, which adds a second driver's seat. I don't know how that is really going to function, but it's kind of hilarious, but obviously not what you want to do. So here's the armored cockpit, which is also really cool. This thing is really hard to see anything out of, really. You'll see it has its own little engine block going on too. So let's see. Let's pull that one off. And we can put on rear seats. Boom. So there's some rear seats. You can see they're just the seats. And then let's see. Do we got a passenger vehicle mod? So this is going to take up 2 modules, and it basically turns it into a van, which is cool. Then you can also put on a fuel tank. And this you can fill up with liquid. Go ahead and transport some water around. See some cool RP stuff going with that. And that takes up 2 as well. And then you've got individual storage modules. So this is actually a storage module. And you'll see you can actually put on 2 of these if you want to double it, which is cool. And then we've got the 1 flatbed. And long flatbed. So there you go. There are some bugs on the flatbed, but it should have the parented moving, meaning when someone's driving and you're sitting in the back here, for the most part, you should be able to ride it out, which is quite cool. Alright, so we've got the armored module here. We're gonna put on a engine there, and then I say, how about a storage module on the back? This thing's crazy looking. That's cool. Alright, so let's fuel her up. Let's get that engine part thing going here. And, oh, yeah, we need 2 more. I'm just honestly gonna pull those, because don't want to waste any more time. Boom, there we go, 90-something%. That's good enough. So look at this armored cockpit. That's pretty crazy looking. And I think people are going to want to know what happens if you drive around in heavy plate. So let's go ahead and test that out. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can drive in heavy plate, guys. And in an armored cockpit. Some people are going to love this, and some people are going to absolutely hate it. So, for visual purposes, though, we're going to put back on our swimsuit and crazy bird hat. Alright, so we're all set. This thing's ready to go. You can see its health right above your own health. Let's start her up and back her up off. Oh, no! Oh, yeah, guys, the ramps are not in yet, so... yeah. There we go. Alright, we flipped her back around. That's, yeah. Woo! Alright, let's try this again. So, obviously, you know, traversing the terrain is going to be a little bit hard, but once you get on the roads, these things do pretty good. And the question, can you mow people down? Well, of course you can. Now, the other thing is, some of the older concept pictures have shown things like a mounted M249, a battering ram, stuff like that. I don't know if that's other things that will be coming eventually. Since they're modular pieces, I mean, they could always add on more modules. So, you know, this is just the first iteration, guys. Remember that. But, yeah, I mean, driving it's pretty simple. WSAD is going to be, you know, how you control it. S is going to be reverse. It's going to be space to exit your vehicle. E to get back in. So if you've played around with any of the like spawnable sedans way back when they added those, it's pretty much just the same thing. Now I'm curious what happens if I go into third person. Oh, that's bad. Oh, third person is so weird. Yeah. Woo! That's how you do it. Oh, we're gonna flip, we're gonna flip, we're gonna flip. Oh, we didn't flip. Okay. Back into first person, please. But yeah, you can see it's definitely gonna benefit you more to be on the roads. That's why they've also made it to where people can't build on the roads anymore. A couple updates ago, obviously. So yeah, you know, this is obviously gonna need a lot of testing, guys. I hope you all tune in to check it out on the 18th, because that's just right around the corner. And yeah, this is all pretty epic. So I think we're gonna jump out of this guy. Let's pull those engine pieces and let's try out one of the smaller cars here. So we got this little guy set up. We'll just pop all that stuff in there. And let's see, do we still got the fuel? We do. So, boom. And you can see the smaller car handles a little bit better. But it's not really proving that. It's not as strong. Like, I feel hills are a little bit weird. I don't know if that has to do with the chassis size or not, or if this is just a really bad incline. But for that, you kind of want to just tip to the side a little bit. You gotta kind of play the bumps. Oh, don't tip. Don't tip. Oh, come on, incline. No. Ooh, you gotta watch out too, you don't burn your feet on that engine block. There we go. I love the inside too. You can actually, the fuel gauge and everything, the fuel gauge actually works, and the engine light turns on and everything. So yeah, you can see this guy, I'm just not really doing anything with the the hill there. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to show. There is a headlight. You toggle it by F. And we can go ahead and hopefully there's no one else on this server right now. Let's change that to 22 real quick, and you can see what the headlight and the lit up dashboard is. So that's actually not too bad. You can see pretty well. Boom. 500 is the max you can put in there. What are we missing? Something broken? No. That's weird. Wouldn't start going forward. Oh. I think it's because we're kind of like dug into the ground over here. Yeah, that's the problem with the bigger chassis. It definitely has a little bit of problems on the hills, because it can get caught a little better. But this engine has way more power, as you can see. And there we go. And so the question is, can the driver shoot? No. Can passengers? Yes. So that is another little important thing there. But yeah, guys, this is the first look at cars. I hope you are as excited as I am to check this out. And thanks for watching the video. We'll have more info for you as soon as we can. Again, this is a first look, so everything is subject to change, guys. I hope you're as excited for cars as I am. Thanks for watching.